Hello viewers, here is a Montgomery Wards spinner ceiling fan. I believe that is a cast aluminium motor. I was told it's 48 inches, though I haven't actually measured it myself. Overall it's in pretty nice condition. It does have the slot and the canopy to be used with a swag kit. Both canopies are metal. I started polishing up the blade badges. This is the one that I've done partially so far. As you can see, it does want to clean up. It's coming out pretty good. They are quite tarnished just from age. Unfortunately, there is an issue with the blades. The blades have warped a bit over time. This one is warped flat. Compare that to another blade here that's in proper condition. See, it holds the pitch through to the end, whereas this one kind of flattens out. And I think that's significantly reducing the airflow, but it also makes a very annoying sound. I've had that under another ceiling fan, actually, that cast iron spinner with some flat surfaces in between, and I was not able to get the warp out. It's been sitting for several days and it seems to have little effect on it, so I'm not sure what, if anything, can be done about that. Here's a look at the tag. I believe the capacitor has been replaced at some point. It just looks very modernized to me. These fans were in service up until a few weeks ago when I purchased them. Well, I say these fans because I purchased that other one out of the same house. This is the capacitor. You can see there is a taped connector in there. And the wires look relatively new to me, so I think, I don't know, I'm not sure that's the original capacitor. I think that was the only tag on here. Let's see if there's another one. Nope, that's it. I started cleaning this blade. I just cleaned it with water. It's cleans a little bit better than, or it looks a little better than the others, but I gotta go over it again with some type of a furniture polish or something of that nature. Paint's in pretty good condition. There's some scrapes at the bottom there where it was probably sat after taking off the ceiling. Down rod's got some scrapes, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get it started. This is one of those fans that if I were to install it somewhere, which I do hope to do soon, I'd want it to have a very slow, low speed. And I tried it before off video when I first got it on a 4-speed wall choke, and the slow setting was way too fast. It was probably over 100 RPM. So now I have it set on a variable speed control, and let's see how it works with that, how bad the hum is, and how slow of a speed I can get out of this thing. I haven't adjusted the low trim on the variable speed control yet, so I don't know if it's going to start up on the lowest setting or not, but we'll start up on low and go from there. This is the lowest setting on the control, and it looks like it's about to stall out. Yep, okay, so we'll go up. It's about 10%, 20%, 30%, and it looks like it's taken off now, so back off a hair. That's a little bit too slow still. Looks like it'll go there. So I'll leave it there. That's at about probably just under 30%. So we'll leave it there for now and see what kind of a speed that produces. It's humming quite a bit, but that's not any surprise. And it's getting faster than I'd want it to be, so I'm going to tone it down a bit. That right there is probably about the speed I would want it to run at. I guess the hum isn't too bad. You can probably see how bad the blades are from this shot. It looks to me like it's slowed down a bit, so I don't think we can run it quite this slow. But this is not something I'm going to play with on video for 50 minutes, so I'll go ahead and increase the speed now. Sounds a bit like a 50 hertz motor. The air movement on this thing is really messed up with the blade being all bent like that. So it's kind of, oh, what happened? Okay, so it's kind of like, it moves air but not really in any particular direction. It's not moving a lot of air at all. See, there's hardly a draft. Standing under, I can't really feel much of anything. I mean, I can tell that there's air moving, but it's nothing to really be of any use. So I'm going to increase the speed a little more now. Even now, I'm not feeling very much air at all. It's ever so slightly moving air. Of course, this doesn't work very well with ceiling fans, but take another look at the blades. It's really unfortunate that they got bent like that. If anybody has a set of blades that would work with this fan, that perhaps don't have a fan or you just don't want them anymore, I may be interested in acquiring a new set of blades for this if I can't correct the one that's warped. Or if anybody has suggestions on correcting the one that's warped, I would be interested in hearing those as well. So I'll increase the speed a little more now. We're probably about halfway on the control, but of course the control is set too low, so it's kind of irrelevant where the pointer is pointing to on the spectrum. I would say that right there is probably about as fast as the average 52-inch fan goes. And you can, well, I guess you can't see it, but it is moving air. Well, maybe you can see it. That's moving. It's pushing some air, just not as much as it would be. You know, considering that one blade is doing nothing, so it's only going to have 75% of the airflow as it is, and it's probably creating some kind of turbulence in there that's not helping anything. It's got a noticeable amount of wobble to it. Again, that's probably just because the stinking blades. And that doesn't want to focus, and it's blurry anyways. You can feel air moving under it now, but it's a lot more of a gentle breeze than it should be. This should really be throwing some air at this speed, and it's just not. I wonder, I don't know what I can do about that blade. Perhaps I can add some washers to the iron to get more pitch into it or something like that. I'll have to figure it out. Alright, I'll increase the speed some more now. And you can probably hear at this point the sound I was talking about. It's got like a whirring sound to it, kind of like what you'd hear on an industrial. And it is kicking up a good amount of air at this point. You can see the caution thing is moving around. And I can feel the air kicking up over here behind the camera, but I still don't think it's nearly as much as it should be. This is still not anywhere near full power, so I'm going to do another increase of the speed here. And I'm going to go to full. That's full power. I don't know what those noises were. I didn't like that at all. Now it's really throwing a good amount of air. I don't really want to stand under it because I don't know, something's wrong with that. I don't like that sound. I hope it's not going to fall. Oh, I gotta get a better way to measure the airflow of a ceiling fan, because this, I mean, I guess that kind of shows something, but it doesn't work as well as it does with the portable fans. And see, that's moving around quite a bit now. This would really be throwing some air if it weren't for that stinking blade being messed up. And the sound it makes with that blade like that is really annoying. Bearings seem to be okay at least. Alright, I'm going to turn it off because I don't like that it's making creaking sounds. So there it is. Really neat fan. This is probably definitely one of the favorite fans in my collection so far. I really like these older spinners. I wish the blade wasn't messed up. If somebody knows how to fix that, or perhaps replace some parts, I am definitely interested in that information, because I do want to get this to the point of being usable. And although it looks nice on slower speeds, and I guess it'd be fine for aesthetic purposes like this, at the full speed it makes that annoying sound, and that would drive me up the wall. So I don't think I'd ever actually use this at fast speeds with it like that. But the bearings seem to be okay, which is an oddity for ceiling fans when it comes to my collection. Although it does seem to stop relatively abruptly when it gets toward the end, so maybe they're on their way out, I don't know. It works for now. So I'll do another video of this, clean it up, and I guess I don't know, maybe I'll record a video of cleaning it. Just polishing the blade is not that interesting. Oh, we'll see what happens. But for now, that's it. Goodbye.